my audio is pretty bad. I'm not even gonna bother with it. But I'll just play some game and then I'll just keep it at that. I'll play some music in the background. I've been learning more and more about like streaming and how everything works. So when my music starts playing, my mic will probably be too quiet to hear me, so I'll just focus on gaming. But this is kind of the damage calculator I've been using. Like it's a very good one. You can see like how much damage each weapon does, since it even shows different armor buffs. So you can kind of see. And I've been doing a lot of testing and I saw like the damage numbers to figure out which items were better. And I'm like, this is probably the best slot equipped, and I can just see the different damage numbers. I tested this bow, like the deadly affix, which is the damage affix, and then I tested the attack speed affix. And like the damage affix, especially for what is it, items that have high base damage, is so much better, like than the attack speed one, because even you would, but I guess the attack speed isn't even that great, so it's pretty alright. But you're still doing like 4K with like 5 shield, 5 shield buff. But let me switch it up into the attack speed one, and then it's like the damage numbers are so much lower. It's a good place to test your DPS numbers. I feel like I might get an alt to just sit there so that I could test my different classes to see their damage numbers. Because it's so hard to like test your DPS on like moving targets, so finding a target like that would probably be the best. So I'll just hop on my alt and just try to do some numbers, because it's so much better now that I can actually just, and this one's the one that has no shield, so you can kind of test it out with shield and no shield, which is honestly kind of there used to be a DPS dummy in the guild hall, but they kind of got rid of that. So this is probably the best way. So like on average, I would say around it's around like 750 on average from like the bouncing numbers. So 350, 3,700 damage is like about what you're doing on average with that. And then 3,007 plus the banner though. Use this one. This one does significantly more damage. Like you can reach upwards of like 4,100 DPS. And then plus the banner, you're reaching like 4,400, 4,500. Like you could definitely do far more damage. And this is undusted by the way, so if I use my DPS dust, I'm doing like close to like 5k. Ooh, this is like, I feel like if I get a master's bone, I'll probably be able to reach 5k damage, which is kind of crazy. Plus the quiver, like you're doing damage for sure. DPS testing. This is like best way to test your DPS in this game. But I'm surprised like the banner doesn't increase your damage more. I would say like it increases your damage by not really the craziest amount. Let's see without banner like 3,000, 4,300. So you're still getting like 4,000 in the 4,000 ranges. But like I would say like 4,100. So let me do the numbers on my calculator to figure out like how much of a damage increase the 7 attack is. So I would say like 4,100. I can't even remember the math to do something like this, but I'll just play around with my calculator and figure it out. 4,100, so a 200 damage increase basically. And then 200 divided by, oh, I missed the phone call. 200 divided by 100, or 200 divided by, so I did 200 divided by the highest number, and it gave you like 0. But that's just like the number without giving you the good math. So I would say it's like a 4.6% damage increase with the 7 attack, which isn't really that crazy. So like I feel like if we use that as kind of the base for each, what is it, attack stat you get, that's basically another, what is it, another half of that is basically just adding DPS to your numbers. So like for each attack stat I get, that's literally just like how would I do the math? Half a DPS stat? Yeah, half a damage boost. Yeah, I feel like that's the equivalence. So let's do some base calculations because it's good because if I build a system where I can just look at my stats and then just see like how much of an increase I'm getting, I feel like it'll be definitely very good. So if I do 88 divided by 2, 44, then plus 40, that's 84. 84% damage boost. Nah, not 84%. 40% damage boost is what I should say. But it really doesn't work like that sometimes. What? Is he testing it out? Help me. Oh, bum bum bum. Let me use the rest of my dust. Let me put that here and then there. So I saw someone do like a Darza guide on how to do Darzas, and I would say I could probably make a better guide on how to do a Darzas pretty easily. I would say what you would want is probably just want to rotate with the hands, especially on this phase. It's okay to get hit by some bullets, but just know what phase you're in and to not get hit by a lot. Like these phases, like you just want to be spread out and not really go in, because the further in you are, the harder it is to dodge. And then for this phase, it's pretty easy, just to strafe. When you see like a gap, you can straight through. This phase, it really just rotation phase, so you'll just rotate through it. As long as like the group DPS is alright, Darza's isn't really too hard. And then for this phase, when he starts counter rotating, you want to quickly get through it as fast as you can. And then you'll just strafe in and out. And then he'll do like another rotation phase, get another arm coming. So then you want to just quickly get to the other side. And now he'll do like his chase phase. So you can kind of draw the drag. When he gets there, he'll come back, so you don't want to get cornered. So you always want to do it like counterclockwise to drag, because that way you don't. Oh shoot, he died. And then I got one of these. That's pretty cool. That's the first one. I was even doing a guide. I should have dragged. Unfortunate. But I would say like Void is pretty easy, but this is on PC. On mobile, I bet it's a lot harder. And I feel like that's part of like the reason I feel like they need to change the controls. Honestly, I like it, but honestly, I like the old controls better. Like the old Darza controls back in the day, I love those things. Like you were literally using a joystick base. It wasn't really a joystick like the one you're using now. It was kind of like a drag joystick that let you do like nice movements. Like I feel like the one currently is kind of better, but like the nostalgia in me just believes that like the old Darza joystick was better somehow. I've never used this before, so I don't even know if it's good or not. I would be down to make some Darza guides, but I feel like I'm not really the right person to be honest. I definitely wanna. It's definitely something I could do. Boom, boom, boom. So just keep testing the DPS. The crab guy really hasn't come, so it's not really any point. So I'll put this and just test it out a little bit since honestly I don't know if it's any good. Oh, my game is freezing. I have said it. 400 ping is a crazy number. It's an absolutely crazy number. I might need to reset the game. Might need to reset the game. Yeah, I'll do that. I feel like I've been sucking out too much upload and download speed from my internet. Like it's probably crying right now. The amount of stuff I've uploaded and downloaded. But this is odd. This Wi-Fi usually doesn't be doing stuff like this. I'll check I'll check my Wi-Fi speed on my computer to see if it's like a Wi-Fi problem or a game problem. Even that's taking forever to load. Maybe it is my Wi-Fi. Let's see. Give me some more information. Nope. It seems like it's all right. It's showing like the usual 229 megabits per second, which isn't what I'm paying for, but it's all you'll get. It's all you'll get. But let me see. Secure connected. Yes, I disconnected and connected again. Hopefully it re-switched. Yeah, it's looking slightly better now. I'll do some practice on worms. But honestly, I should make a PPE, like start a PPE like journey. But honestly, those PPE journeys are long, like, and I feel like I'll need to make so many adjustments to do it properly. Since I'll probably want to make a hotkey somewhere on my keyboard or mouse to like turn on and turn off like my clip recording. Since I feel like it would be pretty hard to just go off like stream recordings alone, since like I'll have to edit like big chunks of like the footage, where like if I make it like on a clip basis where I'm just turning on the clip when loot is dropping, I can just skip the whole like processing and just have clips of my loot that I compile at the end, which is probably the better way to do it. I'll put this top where I put all my other tops, and then I'll get some more dust. I'm close to reaching 100k silver, so, how so? We dropped this since we figured out that this isn't even that good. But now another test I wanted to do was like test like alien axe and other items that I have. So I'll just put this DPS because what else would I test? I guess I could test an Omni, but everyone knows Omni damage isn't that good. I could test this since I also feel like I want to use this and use it as a swap out. But every time I'm just like, bruh, I don't even think it's worth it. Let's do the math a little bit. So 100, 500 average, like 350 times 10, so 3000 damage on average for 50 mana. Like that's pretty insane damage. Like it's pretty hard to hit all the shots, and you miss out on some DPS stats like this. So you miss out on 7 DPS stats, which is equivalent to like 4% damage. So miss out on a 4% damage boost, but you get more DPS per mana, I think, and you also get burning. So let's see another thing you could do. Did this get buffed? I'm not even sure. I don't think it did. It's still kinda. It shoots pretty fast, but I feel like you'll probably always be better off using this. Let's do the math for this. 450 times 7, so 4 times 6, it's 15, right? Nah, that's not 15, that's 20, 24, yeah. What am I saying? What? Oh, yeah. Because 3 times, what is this? 6 is 18, so 3 times, 6 times 4 is 24. Is it? Yeah. And then 8 times 3 is 24. Yeah, yeah. Because 8 times 4 is 32. Yeah. That's verifying. So if I do it like that, then I can do like 7 times half, 7 times 50, which is a lot easier to do in your head because that's just gonna be equal to, first they'll equal to 35, and then add the zeros, and then it'll just be 350 damage. An extra 350 damage plus the 24, so it'd be like 2,700 and something. Plus the burn though, so you're definitely reaching, like, I think I have a place that shows all the Darza stats. I'm not sure if the wiki actually shows that or not. Like the wiki shows all the damage buffs and what they do. Let me see. Because I know there's definitely a sheet that shows like what each of like the little icons on top of your like empowered the all the effects do. Darza effects. Dar status effects. This is not the right link. Or does it send me to the right link? There's a wiki. GG. Kajiji. Let me drink some water or some tea. Mm. Mhm. Oh man. Is there a place for status effects? I'm looking for the status effects. Is there hats, textures, tiles, emotes, blah blah, grape size, yeah, yeah, yeah. NPC, no. I'm just looking for status effects. I might tell them to add that into the wiki because I feel like it's pretty important. And like if they could add like the gem calculations, how, what is this, the stats calculation to the wiki, I feel like that would be pretty cool as well. They've yet to do that though, so who knows. Let me see. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere like on a Reddit page or something where I found it. What are you playing on 20? Just lurk, not playing. PC mobile. Can you tell me what these two items do? People on the Reddit. Darza status effects. Okay, AI is giving me some directions. Temporary modification of status event. These effects now have tier 1 ahead, meaning that multiple instances. So, meaning multiple instances of the same effect can amplify its strength. That's what I'm saying. It says it can, but I've never seen like it actually working in. Some of it doesn't work in practice. Like if lots of people have empowered, like it doesn't stack most of the time. Why am I saying most of the time? It never stacks. At least I haven't seen it do that. I remember look. This is the old bishop, and it used to give armored. That's so funny. Armored bishop back in the day. Before it gave bless. And the OP packages, the spooky pack that gave like plus 8,000 gold, skins, effects, chest. Like that spooky pack was goaded. They had to that was probably like when the game needed money. Like they were like just release it like that. Get a bunch of people buying the packs, and it probably was effective because that thing gave you so much. It was hard to not buy it. Okay, light cut, Darza update, stream, stream DM, blah blah blah. Oh, modifications? What the heck? Changes files in this update. Wow, this is just a whole patch note. Find game. It tells you everything, fixes, modifications for like the bigger updates. Modified, patch notes. Let me see if I can find it. I bet it, all I need to do is like a couple good search. Cause I remember it was like fan wiki. Like it was a fan made wiki that said it. Darza status effect fan wiki. How about I say the whole name? Nope, wrong game. Bruh, can I not find this anymore? This is actually kinda sad. I remember seeing it and it showed like what all the different status effects did, but now I can't find it anymore. So now I just wasted my time. Darza fan made wiki. Fan wiki. I'll just search up wiki and see what I see. Let's see. Okay, the Reddit has it. The Reddit is what's always goaded, bruh. The Reddit is the goaded parts. Back. Oh, this was even after the champion Sega nerf. But this is the right wiki. Let me. I guess I could show it on my dash cam. I could show it on my camera and not just be showing the game the whole time. Capture. And then there's a unofficial wiki. But this one's the OG wiki, man. Like this wiki basically I feel like I don't know why they did all that work of making a new wiki when this one was already there. This one already had like good information, like it told you about the drops, but I guess it didn't tell you how much defense the enemies had. So that's kind of a bummer. But aside from that, it told you a lot of good things like max stats. These are all outdated now. 2024. So yeah, those are mostly outdated. Crafting recipes, that's still good. Tells you everything. Ooh, someone got that chosen ASAP. Wait, who looks like that? Oh, that's the, what is it? The guy that died. The faux psycho something. It's that guy. That's the guy who's copping in this. Well, he got lots of those turkey pets, bro. I lost all of mine. Confusion, fraud contract. Okay, you see, this is what I'm talking about. Finally found it. The status effect tier list. So, status effect, tier slow, multiplier, and it kind of just went over each one of them. Speedy. But what I'm looking for, effective or directly DPS multiplier. Multiple attacks per second, effectively a direct DPS multiplier. Basically, yeah. Empowers multiple weapon baseline is slightly stronger than Fury of the same tier. So you always want empowered over Fury, which is kind of true and follows kind of the attack power over attack speed meta, and then the healing. But I feel like there should be more weapons in the game that takes advantage of attack speed, so that it's like it's not always the same. So that it's gonna be like maybe attack speed is good on certain characters, but like if there was like I know Scorch has like a bleeding, and it applies that bleeding stack for like each shot you hit, and those can stack. So like attack speed would be good, and if you could use that, and then like we did the numbers, and it would be like attack speed is better on Scorch, and like attack power is better on Bow, and then it'll still be competitive, because right now it feels like attack power is always better on everything. Vulnerable, so you take 50% more damage while vulnerable 5, 10% vulnerable 1, and then enfeeble. Honestly, no idea, but it was on the text document. I'm guessing it reduces attack speed, so uh, Reverse Fury. Damage down. No idea, but it was in the text document. I'm guessing it's multicast decrease damage down. So text document is what they're looking at, bro. That's effective. Bleed 5. What's that one? Expose. The one they changed bleed to. Look at how much bleed increases damage taken by listed multipliers. So yeah, and then bleed. Where's bleed? Okay, enemies. So what bleed basically does is satisfy entire liquid amount of damage per second. This damage is split into 5 ticks per second. Players take less damage from bleeding than enemies. Enemies take this much? What? Bleeding is effectively doing like 300? Nah, no way. That can't be real. I gotta test that. I gotta test whether or not that's real or not. Cause if bleeding is doing that much, that's absolutely bonkers. I'll keep my stuff like this though, and then I'll just hop here. Oh, they're killing my great eagle. My great friend. My friend. No, no ruins. Let's go here to go do some DPS calculations. I love this thing, bro. The perfect way to do a DPS calculation. But all these tentacles are all armored, so it's not really the best. I don't have the DPS thing, no. And the DPS, another flaw is that the DPS calculator doesn't even show you the right stuff. So it be showing you some like off-brand stuff every time. Like it doesn't calculate bleed or like what it does now, burn. It doesn't calculate that. Which is sad. Which is sad to be fair. But I still haven't opened my alt. That would have probably made my life sort of easier. All of them have armored? Shoot. Alright, let me do the numbers for my quiver. Quiver. It says it only does that, but everyone knows it does more than that. So all the damage is hidden at one instant. So it can even do tier 3 slow. But if we do it like here, it's still not registering properly. That's why I'm like, this thing isn't good, honestly. Like, why is it only showing that? Okay. Oh shoot, I was like, bro, black stuff coming out that I can't dodge. I'm like, I hope that's not just a kill move. I was reacting like it was tacticals. Like there was used to be a Valentine's Day guy that was so overpowered when he came out, and bro was just whacking everyone when he did stuff. Like he would just drop and he'll just clap everyone's cheek. There would be like an utter bloodbath whenever he spawned. So like, I feel like I kind of auto-reacted like it was him. Like that attack though, it does look kind of scary. Yo, Prometheus, no. No. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, that guy will KO you. Like, he has killing moves. I've tasted his damage before. Bro will swat you like a fly. Unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but that's the reality. Let's see, we have some tentacles. Wow, even though these ones don't have shield, they're so strong. Alright, so the range is like over here, so if I'd go like this would be like how I shoot in a game. So I do like big chunky damage. I like how I'm getting 2k, like I should not be getting 2k numbers. I can get 4k. But it's like, it's not accurate enough, honestly. I see 5k, I wasn't seeing 5k before, but you can see 5k now. That's why I'm like, you can layer and stack bone shots so easily that you can do so much damage. But 2,200, 2,300, that's like the norm for bone shots. I'm gonna get my ult finally, and then just have it camp here, so I can test the DPS on my other characters. Cause I feel like that's always really good information to know. Alright, we have the scapegoat. If this guy dies, I'll be kinda sad, since he's running some of my stuff, man. I dripped them out a little bit. Did I just see 6k? 9k. That's crazy burst potential. That's why I'm like, it's not even fair compared to Mage. Like, Mage doesn't have any options like this. Let me now use these stats as kind of a reference. I'll go here. I don't have a DPS calculator, but I kind of know the DPS of. So now we go here and we see what my mage damage looking like. It's not very nice. My damage not very nice. Like even boosted, like on Fury, I'm still doing less damage than on my Archer. But let me test the Hex. Like people always say Hex is garbage, Hex is garbage. But like now I can actually see how trashy it really is. You're doing like upwards of like 3k. Yo! Hex is not that bad actually. What's the range though? Like if I'm here, how many shots am I hitting? I'm hitting like a decent amount of shots. Wait, then I use this, but like it doesn't get buffed much. Did they buff this thing? Why is this thing acting kind of decent? It's consistently doing like 3k. Let's see, Mrs. Software after a certain point. Well, it's either you wait or you don't. That's what I'm saying. Mm. Testing, testing. We should be back. Let me go here and test out more characters. This is actually cool though. I can see like actually how much damage I'm doing and not have to be speculating all the time. But this quiver, like, probably most of the time gonna be doo doo. It fires, it looks cool, but I don't think it's beating Zen Quiver anytime soon, because Zen is so much more versatile, or like the top quiver is so much more versatile, because even if I don't hit my shots very well or get the top, at least I still apply slow on to the target, which I would say like beats some damage, like damage stat beats some damage even sometimes, because I would rather have slow and have more shots land on the boss than to like just get a good chunk of damage and have to fall back, because then you're not hitting as much shots on the boss. So slow is pretty OP, pretty goated, and I like it. Let's test some other characters. Let me test this one. This is one of my mains, one of my main characters that I play on. I can finally test whether or not the gel is good or not. Wait, I'm like, bruh, hopefully it doesn't DC me, cause I thought it was pushing me out the game. Let me figure it out, and I can finally test the big special. Every time I'm contemplating, like, is the big special even doing good damage? Like, I can't tell sometimes. Let's test it now. But here, you're doing like an average of 3k. Use the buff, you're doing like average of 3.5k or higher, you're doing like 370. So same damage as bone basically, but you don't have like the extra quiver shots. But in void, that's pretty non-important since you don't need those extra quiver shots anyway. Okay, now let's test the Jowl. Jowl though, for the Jowl with no defense. This is why I'm like, it's also good to know. I feel like I'll make another alt and I'll just get one to go into one that has defense, so that I can see the difference. Maybe I shouldn't go on this alt. This one's kind of stacked. Let me go here, here, here. hear ye. But Zhao is doing a lot of damage. A lot more damage than I thought it did. So an average of like 3k or like 4k, and that's without empowered. Like I use empowered, and like I'm doing upwards of like 5k. But I feel like that's only because it's on like an enemy with low defense. And it's an ancient ruin, so let's really test the damage. Oh, hopefully it's not already closed. Ruins. Yeah, I think it's closed already. This guy's he's holding it down. Where's my ruins? Yes. I was able to make it. And then use the dust. And then I could see like the damage. This boy is doing damage now. Holy smokes. I did not think that I could do that much damage with a jug like that. The scary part about jug is like when your shield is almost over. Oh, I didn't know jug was like that. This jug doing crazy damage. This is on my alt. On my alt account, the guy automatically spawned in, and I got scared. Like one of the one of the octopus just respawned, and then I got terrified because it was literally next to my alt account, and it was about to die. Oh, holy, this Jowl is goated with this. Ooh, I'm doing chop damage. I'm doing chuck cheese damage right there. I need to test out my other one. Let's go slightly further away from it, so that when it respawns, it's not just gonna insta kill me. But now let's test it out. This is like almost 5k just base damage, just raw damage, and that's kind of bonkers. I did not know Jug was like that, low key. It does have its setbacks, but I would still say it's pretty goated. Doing 4K, 5K with like that much shield is kinda crazy. But then I hop here, 5K, 5K on average. Alright, let's test it out. Which one does more damage? So this one's doing like 3.3, 3.5, and then the Jowl's doing 4K, and this is like high defense. So I'm like, Jowl is definitely more DPS for real. For real, for real. And plus the empower, like you're doing upwards of 5K for sure. Why did the buff last so little? Did it not? Or is it just not showing? It's not showing the buff. Why is it doing that? Like if you press the thing really fast, it'll just skip the buff anyways. Doing like 5K is actually criminal. Let's see here though. How much damage can you do here? It should do 5K as well, don't it? Nope. 4, 4, 4. Yeah, I ain't never using this one again. I'm sticking to Jowl from now on. But I gotta see which one is probably best with it, because I feel like it'll probably be better on a gladiator or something. I didn't test, what is it? I didn't test, oh my goodness, I'm so stupid. I didn't get test the big special. Let me go back though, I can still test it. But this is with no shield. Yeah, big special does no damage. It does damage, but like, let's see a range where you can actually hit the shots. You gotta be like here in order to hit like a consistent amount of shots. Let's go here. Oh my goodness. That buff just buffed that big special to something else. And I feel like this is, it's not a, I would say this is the most feasible range for most characters. Like, this is probably as close as I want to get to a boss. If I'm here, I'm basically licking the boss's balls instead of throwing my balls at him. And I feel like it's too risky to get this close to an enemy. So it's probably not really viable, but I feel like it's the highest damage, honestly. Honestly, I feel like it's the highest damage. I gotta test it with my other classes. Oh, and there's a shrine. Might skip the shrine. Alright, I'll put this one. Oh, I haven't tested like the attack speed versus normal one. Attack speed versus normal. I feel like everyone knows damage meta. Let's prove the damage meta one more time. This one has attack speed, this one has damage. Which one's better? Oh my goodness, I might be wrong. The attack speed GSA might be it. Or I feel like my dust just expired. Nope. Oh, now it expired. So I'm doing around like 1,300. Oh shoot, low numbers. I don't like that. With the buff though, with the buff, can I break 3 free? Can I get it to 4K? No, probably not. Let me now see with this one. Can I break 4K? Oh yeah, this one breaks to 4K. So damage wins yet again. As if damage is better than, what is it, attack speed. Who would have thought? I would even say this one's better than this one, which is kind of crazy. I don't think they really planned out that attack speed affix too well, because the DPS is lacking way too much. It's not even competitive. It's like, it looks faster, it looks like you're doing more damage, but you're not. You're really not. Let me put the DPS calculator down and do some more testing on some other characters. Like, let me do some testing on this Worm Rider. And I'll grab damage elk. Slayer, this one's alright. Slayer, Slayer, Slayer. Alright, we're set. I should grab an elk as well, just to compare. Contrast and compare. Grab one with attack speed. Do I have one like that? This one has 3% attack speed. Oh dear. Find which dagger is better once and for all. Wow. This is just silly. Criminal damage right now. Criminal. Switch to this one. That was like 3,000, 4,000. Alright, let's do it again. 4,500. Just absolutely criminal. Switch to elk. 4,100, 4,000, blah blah blah. So I feel like relic is really just better damage, honestly. But after the armor break, you see the armor break isn't even long enough. 4,000. I feel like this one might be better than elk. Nope, I'm lying, it's not. It's slightly worse off. But it's doing like somewhat similar damage. Like, I would say the elk is like 4% better, or 4% or so. And let's see this one. Just worse off every time. Like, attack speed really is not the choice. Always better off with damage. But I did not know this did so much damage. Like, it's actually kind of disgusting how much damage this is doing. But it's good to know now. Now I know. Use this and drop this thing. This thing is garbage. Pick up this thing and I'll test this one out. It's even higher. Holy smokes. Have I been sleeping on this relic dagger this whole time? Like, this thing is disgusting damage right now. Alright, let me swap to this one. How about this? How about I go here, drop this, since I've already done most of the testing. I'll put this here. I'll put this here. I guess I never really tested out the attack speed, but I doubt it's gonna break 4K. Let's test if it breaks 4K. Wait, it does? So attack speed is better for some classes after you reach a certain point. But it's not consistent enough. I would say like, yeah, technically attack speed is better without, but that's only because like I got more dex on this one. But that's actually crazy. This is my worst worm. This isn't even a damage worm. This is like survivability worm and I'm doing that much. That's just ridiculous. Shoot, I forgot to test out the width. So it does like 40 for bleeding, and it's doing bleeding 2 seconds, and it's doing like 40. Does that match up with the numbers? Bleed 2 does 40. Enemies. Yeah, so extra 40 damage, I guess. Let's see if I can find a mob to test it out on, to see the damage on top of their head. Wow, it's doing that consistently. 34. So Godland boss has like 500, like 2000 HP. So like if I hit it with 1 damage, okay, I hit it with 2 right there, and it's basically dead. And I know this isn't doing 2000 damage. This is only doing 1000 damage. So you're telling me the bleed is responsible for the other like half of their HP? Nah, nah, nah. Let me find another one. See this one? I only hit it with once and it decreased its HP to like half. I hit that one with both. The bleed got it pretty low, but it's still not dead. It's kind of like at a 30%, so I would say the damage of it would be like 30%. So an extra like, I'm saying like an extra 500 damage at least is what it's looking like. Maybe not 500, but like 350. I'm checking on my phone right now, but I'm gonna test the relic dagger now since, oh shoot, I gotta go home. Let me test the relic dagger. This is gonna be the craziest one. Relic dagger plus this plus DPS calculator, and I'm going on rogue. A feel like the numbers I'm gonna see right now are gonna be horrendously crazy. Cause this class is already like a buster for doing damage. So I've already done 9k before. That's what I'm saying. I have a video of me doing like 9k DPS. But I feel like that was before like the dagger nerf, because when the daggers got reworked, they were extremely broken. Alright, let me hop on the best stuff. And then go here. Wow, as if we did a disappearance though. I don't like that slow. I'ma focus on dodging now since I feel like I'm playing kinda trash. So another Darza guide. Just focus on dodging. I'm not even looking at my DPS numbers right now. I'm focused on dodging. Dodge all the big shots. Oh my goodness, I tanked some of that. Oh my goodness, I'm actually kind of washed right now. Dodge as many shots as you can. I definitely feel like I'm in the wrong position to rotate, but we'll make it work. I'm literally just too fast, honestly. And we'll go here, because I think they are messing around. And paralyzing. I won't even press base. I didn't even do that well that time. I mostly wanted to test my DPS. Free top cape. Drop that shit, bruh. Oh my god, they trolling. Drop the cape, bro. I'll take a free top cape any day. Try me. Try me and see if I won't take a free top cape. I will. The charge attack. But I wasn't even able to test this very well. Do I still have my stat buffs? Yes. Am I kinda scared? Kind of. I'm doing like upwards of 7k without doing a buff. 8k when I'm with the buff. Yeah, this thing might be a nuisance for sure. Like, he just stopped by me. I give him the, what is it, 8k lap dance. This guy's a bit kind of scuffed, especially like this. I would hate to like slowed and then him just do like that big slash attack and then just slap me in the face. You a big run. Give me big run, big run. Give me heal, give me heal. Oh shoot. I'm dying, I'm dying. I need heals, I need heals. Heal me, heal me. Alright, I'm ready to go now. But I definitely feel like I was sleeping on this recluse the whole time. This thing is not to be played with. Oh bro. I melted that thing. I did my thing. Oh my goodness. I'm about to get cooked. Bro, drag it straight down, bruh. Drag that boy straight down. Drag that fucking ball straight down. Bro, that thing could have sat on me for real. Get that boy ripped. I did the most damage, but not consistently. But that's okay. Now, Reaper is the best way to test this damage out. Look at that look at those digits, bruh. Seen digits like that before? I'm just zooming through those phases. Relic. Just boom, walk in, do my 6k per second. Boom, walk out. And we chillin'. Almost 10% higher. But that's pretty sick, crazy damage, honestly. But I still feel like it should be left to the, what is it? Left to the classes that it would be good on. Classes that have better range. I feel like this guy needs an Asega. That's what he needs. I'm like, Asega is all this guy needs. Bruh, the other ones, I'm like, you gotta get too close. But that Asega action, yeah, that's what he needs. Asega and like one that's like attack speed. So I'll test that out as well. Hopefully the tentacles have spawned. No, the tentacles have not spawned. Hopefully it gives me the elephant. Elephant is a big test dummy. Elephant, where are you? Yes! Elephant! Elephant! I got the elephant! Thank you, elephant. bro. Don't do that phase, bro. Do your notorious elephant dance. Bro, I don't want these phases. Yes. Wait, what? It even lets me load again. Yeah, that's it for me. You can definitely hit a good chunk of shots. But, butty. I like a Sega on it. I think I'm gonna keep it like that. I'm gonna run it like that. Keep my slayers for my big boy worms. Like having that mix is probably the best mix. And then having your run, and then minify when you're doing like fun dungeons. It'll probably be really easy to dodge. What else? It gives you minify and invisible for a good chunk of time. And it's pretty cheap on mana. And the cooldown isn't too bad. But when you want to do damage, swap to this one. But I feel like they're too similar, which I don't like. They both basically give the same amount of fury, same percentage of fury, but this one just makes you go smaller. But honestly, it might be better to go smaller sometimes. Let's go smaller, boom, 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 and then good. Again, you just gonna swap to this one when you're doing like some bigger ones where you need to be, where like invisible isn't even that effective. So I feel like it's still, but the stats, like, bruh, they couldn't change the stats one bit. They just gave the same stats, copy and paste. It's sad. Y'all can do better than that. I know you can. Oh, let's look at this dead stream. Let me see. View stream information. Zero followers. Nah. One viewer. Click him. Zero clips. Zero views. But we chillin' though. As long as we chillin', that's all that matters. Ugh, I'm trying to find a way. I'm trying. Decide tonight. Oh shoot, someone said ruins. Someone said the ruins. They calling the ruins. Oh shoot. I've already missed it. Ain't no way I'm still in time. What in give him the slow cha-cha. Cha-cha dance. 1, 2, Pally was the only character that I wanted to do ruins with, cause that healing, that's all I knew. That's all I know. All I know is oh my god, don't paralyze when he's doing that, please. Please don't paralyze. Oh my, I'm taking so much useless damage. Oh my goodness, he sucks. I suck. All I know is I be when I'm hit down low. All I know is oh my, I didn't claim my chest. I didn't claim my chest. Under my chest. Yeah, give that boy a slow dance. Slow him down. Slow him down. Slow him down. And then come here. Take that slow. Come here. Come get it in the room. You want the 2 for 2? I give you the 2 for 2 special. Slow him down. Turn him into Iceman. Snowman. Turn him into the indomitable snowman. Hurry up and die. Alright, now I'll lock in. I'm locked in my city, yeah? Oh shoot, you saw how many shots I ate them like it was lunchtime. I really said, ha yum. I really said, ha yum. Here, my friend. One more. One more for good old sake. Nice one. Oh yeah. Slow him down. Turn him into the indomitable snowman. Oh shoot. Hold up. Oh shoot. They pushed that phase right without me. I still got top though. You still can't out top me. Can't out top me now. Yeah. I don't want to tie no more. Tot no more, you don't need none no more. I don't want tie no more, you don't need none no more. She said, didn't get that limo. She eat a Robinero. She high school hero. Got Johnny Dang chitlin. She's a niffer. She don't wanna strip no more. Don't wanna hit that pole. Hit my own, girl, I hit it and go. You don't bum Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, 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 ba-bum, ba-ba-dum. Holy, Jalen, relax. Relax, my G. That is not normal price. Bro, what is homeboy doing? Huh? 50 times increase? Nah, 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 that ain't 50 times, but 10 times increase? What we doing? Fuck we doing? That's actually kinda crazy. For what? Why is person making their gem so expensive? No one will buy. It is not worth it to buy. I do not recommend. Let me see another thing. Let me go here. I wanna buy the new. I wanna buy the new. I wanna buy the new quiver. It does damage. It does damage. And I wanna see the damage numbers. Yes, I do. It drops from the rampant. It drops from the rampant. I kind of like it, but the range is kind of bad. The range is kind of bad. I hope it shoots like some, what is it? Shoots like some projectile from the dungeon. Like, I wanted to shoot like the relic spell. Shoot me one of those with like a fast acceleration and like slow end at the top speed. I'm like, bro, that thing gonna be hitting everything. I'm just gonna walk into that, just boom, 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 knock everything down. But let me see though. I wanna go on a damage on a testing glide. Do I have a gladiator that I can use for this to do a DPS test? I have this one. I have this fella, my friend. I shall remove all your shackles just for this time. I'll remove all your shackles and let you let you behave normally again. What do you say? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, good sir. Let me go now, figure out how to get the number one damage. Let's see. I shall put this on. This one gives me attack. I do want attack. But I feel like I can get more. If I get 6 dex and 2 attack, that's better. And for DPS wise, I feel like I probably want this 6 dex. 6 dex doesn't hurt. And then I'll equip the jowl. And now I'm doing the most amount of damage I can do reasonably right now. And then I shall equip the top axe. The top axe. And then I shall get this one as well to test it, pretty please. And then I shall test this one. And then I shall test the big special yet again. Big special, my friend. Oh shoot, I shall need the DPS calculator, pretty please. I shall need the DPS calculator, pretty please, good sir. There is no DPS calculator. I am a fool. I am a fool. I fooled around. I am a fool. keep the setup. Just gonna swap that a bit. Not even swap it. Let's put it back. Get something different entirely. Get something entirely different. But I feel like the stream's gonna end soon. I'm kinda getting tired. I need more sleep. More sleep, more sleep. I did want to test the other thing. Which thing am I talking about? Which thing am I referring to? First, I would have liked to test the damage on the mage. The mage. I wanted to test the damage on the mage. I know kind of the numbers for mage actually. I probably don't need to test it, but, 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 wait, where's the other calculator? Haha, haha, where, there you are, haha, haha, yippee, haha, yaha, yaha, yaha. What's the, it has more attack stats, so I feel like Elk wouldn't be the worst. Where's the pink elk? Where did it vanish to? There it is. We have located the missing elk. I feel like I'm carrying around too much expensive items. So let me drop a few. First of all, let me drop this one, don't really need it. I guess I could drop this one as well, don't really need it as well. And I'll just keep this one and this one, and I feel like I'm good. I'll use this one for speed. Get my way out. Ba 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 bum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum bum bum. Let's see, let's see. I wanted to see some items on the sheet. So, wow, it did get pretty heavily nerfed, but then the range was significantly higher. So they buffed the damage, nerfed the range. That is the model. That is the model. Sending off like you just hit the lotto. Working that body, trying to just took my mo. Then up on the summer. Waking it all that moments, that's the motto. Running up and just like hit the motto. And all that summer. Okay, 5 ticks per second. So they buffed bleeding, in fact. 5 ticks per second. So if it does 5 ticks and it does 20 damage, that'd be like 100 damage. And then if it does that and it does it for 2 seconds, that'll be 200 damage. But if it does double that, that'll be 400 damage. So bleed is like an extra 400 damage. So basically I can add 400 to 1000 and then I'll divide that by however much that's costing in mana points. I feel like that's the math I do. So I'll probably go to here. Not here, not here, not here. It's not here. Oh shoot, why does this still have it? I already understand. I know you do damage. Relax. But actually, I feel like I need a range with this one as well. But who even wants range? I want damage. But like, I would get so much more damage if I was on my damage worm. Like, just look at the stat difference. Like, getting 80 on that and then doing that, like, I would be doing chunky damage. Like, no one would ever out DPS me then. But I feel like it's fine like this. I like it like this. I like it like that. But on my map it like that. I got Dallas, I got boom, I got let's see, I got and no look like I got burn into the jilla when they want a second chance and and then what is some right? He said cut it, hot to money, I'm my money, I'm my body. So this is like 1,500 damage for sure. It has to be like 1,400 damage. Ho ho. Let's do the numbers. 420 plus 570. Not even 1,000. Wah wah wah. But I'm gonna say like 500. I'm gonna be generous because you can increase the damage mod. You can get an increase the damage modifier pretty easily. I just don't want to reroll for it since I don't like rerolling. And then I would say after that though, and then plus a generous 400 damage. I would say 1,000 plus a generous 400 damage. And you basically have 1,400 divided by 65. So 21 damage per mana. It's not the craziest. I feel like the one on the pally is crazier, but that one you can't hit all your shots. This one it's easy to hit your shots with this. So you'll just be spam 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 and then you'll just be able to do chunk damage. Damage so chunky, so creamy that you're gonna be pondering. You're gonna be like, what is that? My damage? This damage is chunky. This damage is creamy. Let me see the numbers for the other one. So, 3 shots, 330 plus 660. And that's like 900. That's like 900 divided by 10. Let's say it's 500 as well. So 1,500 if you hit all your shots with this one. So this one still could be better and it slows for 5 seconds. Is this not effective mana wise? Like mana wise this shit is terrible. Do not use, if you want a mana budget, this thing is gonna make you cry. Cause 140 mana for one for 1,500 damage, that's terrible. But it gives you slow for so long. Like you get that slow for basically forever, and it got paralyzed. So it got its strengths, that's for sure. 500 divided by 140. That's basically half as effective in terms of damage pumping. Now we find out about this one. This one's damage is so weird because I'm not even seeing the damage properly. Like I don't know how much damage this thing. I think it does 2,000 damage actually. I feel like if I go into a mob, I feel like I could probably one shot it. Let's go to an alien. I should have paralyzed that alien. What am I doing? Doing that money just might hit the lotto. Working it all summer. Oh shoot, I'm getting looted. But I just wanted to test the damage of that, man. I didn't mean to upset you, brother. Let me go here. Turn off my weapon. Okay, pretty close to 2,000 though. That's for sure. Pretty close to 2,000. So you can definitely tell that not all the shots are doing the same amount of damage. Because that's like 100 HP left. Let's try to figure it out. That's like 300 that I did. 300 and it was dead. So 300 subtracted by, so 1,700 is what you can expect. 1,700. Expect like 1,700 or something like that. 1,700, 1,800 is what you can expect from this. What's his better damage, but like to cost effectiveness, it's really not. And I feel like it's significantly harder to hit your shots on this one. And this one doesn't have the stats at all to even back it up, so I feel like this one, F tier. Do not get it. Quick Fang, nope. Garbage Fang, that's what it is. But this one though, this one's a G right here, man. Use this one, and then stun him, and then boom, boom, boom. You cooking that boy, man. You cooking that boy. Making it hot damn summer. That's the motto. Alright, let's put this back down. Put it down. Put it down. Putting it down. I'm putting it down. I told ya. I'm not waiting for your love. You look way too good at you this over. I don't want your soul. Oh yeah, I want your body long. I told you, I'm not waiting on your love. You look way too good to leave this other world. I don't want your soul. Are you afraid? Are you home? I want your body, want your body on. Boom, 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 ba-dum. bum. Ba-dum bum ba-dum ba-dum. Ba-dum bum ba-dum bum 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 dum. Ba-da-dum bum bum ba-dum. Ba-da-dum bum bum ba-dum. Ba-dum ba-dum. Ba-dum ba-dum ba-da-dum bum bum. Ba-dum ba-dum. Ba-dum bum bum bum. Ba-dum ba-dum. Ba-dum bum bum. Ba-dum bum bum. Ba-dum ba-bum. Ba-dum bum bum. Ba-dum ba-bum. Where is the squid at, bruh? How do you summon the squid? I want the squid to be summoned. I want to summon the squid. Squid, where are you? Where's my DPS calculator? I just wanna know. Let me do some DPS calculations for this one as well. Cause this DPS one, this one's already tells you how much DPS it does. So you just divide that by how much and then you divide it by the time. But it's good DPS, but at the same time, it's really not. So this one is 100, 800, and 1819 divided by 140. So pretty terrible. This thing is on par. This thing is on par in terms of damage with like the worst mana costing UT whip. That's not even for damage. Okay, this is damage per second. Here's where I'm mistaken. So it does 3000. So times that by 2. Times it by 3, I mean. Times by 1. So it does pretty decent actually. Now that we factored that in, it does pretty decent. But this one though, it also has quite a high cooldown, which is kinda sad. Which is another limiting agent. This one's like 3000 damage for 140. 3000 divided by 140. So it'd probably be like 30 damage per second. No, it's 21. It's 21. I'm 21. 21. Can you do something for me? Can you talk to the ops there for me? 21. Can you do something for me? Can you hit a little Rick Flex for me? 21. I feel like it needs to have another effect. Just doing damage isn't enough. I'm like, it gotta have a special effect. I need a special effect. Okay, the quick clear. Let's do the quick clear. 180, 280. Divided by 80. Let's say it's 80. Yes, I'm gonna be extremely generous and just make up numbers as I go. That's 26. 26 per mana. Other one is, what is it? This one is 26. Other one is kind of closer to 30. Even higher. Like this quick march probably does the best damage out of all of them, which is kind of sad that quick march is out damaging them by so much. But I would say I would even use this quick march over it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go. Where's my tea? Gone. It's all gone. Let me now do some more numbers. Yep, 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 yep. I guess I could rush to the boss. This boss is pretty good for figuring out damage. Don't have the DPS calculator though. What's going on? The big ones that I want to test, I want to get my max damage. I even got a gem. This the 3000 spray. This the 3000 money spray. I don't think I was gonna say I don't think this will ever do 5k. But then I am doing 5k. That was questionable. All I needed was one more of those big shots and I would have got sent to heaven. Got my shit sent. Wow, but that shot spread looks so clean. It's like, it looks like you firing a ballista, bruh. Just shot after shot. Take shots, take shot. 80 dex is kinda crazy on Glad. An 80 dex Glad. But yeah, I feel like I've done enough. I understand. I'm like, sure, Glad is good, but like its ability just like needs a buff. So honestly, I'm like, it needs like a cooldown buff. Please nerf how much mana this thing needs. I'm like, you can rarely use it already, but the mana requirement just makes this thing OD as hell. And it makes it pretty buns. Ooh, that was quite some damage I was doing. Okay, which one is this? This is the legendary. Yeah, that legendary one, it be cooking for real. It be cooking for real. Bottom. Is it a hyena? It's a hyena. It's the hyena leader. Hyena leader. Hyena leader. Hyena leader. Hyena leader. Hyena leader. Alright, hyena leader, come get this work. Come get this work, bro. Come get this work. Oh shoot, I got bought. like that? Y'all really let me get bought like that? Bro, hyena leader. Hyena leader. Oh shoot, I thought I was dying. I thought he was gonna send me to the sky. It's like TJ, why do you move around with all the Darza? That's because I don't wanna die. Just a young right now. We be in the sky right now. Grateful for the shit I got, cause I come from a high life. Demons on my mental think about the possibilities I frown. Tired of the weather that don't let me drown. Even though my mama said don't let me down. I always keep my gun round. I switch first, I could lose the millies I found. You heard that? I can't lose the millies I found. What you know about losing the millies that you found? I found these millies. I can't lose them. Man, I can't lose the millies I found. It's always funny. Funny, funny, funny. You go funny, funny. Funny for you. Funny for you. Let me see where I'm putting these all back. Cause I don't need them. I've done my research. I'm like, bro, glad. Yeah, there's a reason why I ain't playing this class. I'ma keep ignoring it. I'ma leave it on red all the time. Ba bum ba-dum 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 ba-dum. More. But I like this one. This one's definitely so much better. Like, how is this the same tier? Like, this one gives you only plus 2 HP, like, on kill stats. This one gives you 5 plus more damage plus bigger projectiles. Like, how is that still fair, bruh? This isn't even the same tiering. That's why I'm like the frenzied affix as well. That frenzied affix does less damage every time. Like, it's not even comparable with that other one either. Cause it's like, bro, it's not. It's not. It's really not. 130. That's like an extra 300 damage. That gives you probably, but it's not like it's official or anything. So let me toss some things. Let me toss some things. Wow, we're basically almost already back. I thought I used all my mana. I thought I sold everything. Turns out it was just a drop in the bucket. I do my own thing. I took 7 shots, no shame. No shame taking 7 shots. Take shot, take shot, shot at the shot. What drink you drink? Cause I'm trying to get you drunk. Take shots, set at the shot. Let me now close this up and then hopefully retire. Retire in peace. I'm done with this. I'm sick of this game. I can't play it anymore. I'm done with this. I can't do it. I can't do this anymore. Nah, I'm trolling. But man, it's only been 2 hours. It feels like it's been like 5 years. Like, holy.